I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. I did. I talked to all three of my sons. I got gifts from them. I love my little number one Mama Bear key ring and my tie-dyed shoes and my beautiful roses. I appreciate all my gifts so much, and Bebe likes the roses too, I think. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Life with Charlene. I'm Charlene, by the way. I'm going to be talking about living on less than $2,000 a month, and I'm going to tell you how I do it. If you're living on $2,000 or less a month, you are not alone. So many people are living on such a small amount of money, and they're making it. It's hard work, but we're making it. There's millions of people out there right now trying to stretch a dollar. We've got retirees. We've got single people, widows, working couples, working families, people on Social Security, disability, and working part-time with no savings. And I'm one of those people. I'm living off of Social Security with no savings. And let me tell you, it's not easy. But with planning, discipline, and a whole lot of creativity, it can be done. And I'm doing it. So today I want to honestly talk about what life is like when you're living off of less than $2,000 a month. And you guys, I want you to know that's why this YouTube channel is so important to me. I did not include that in part of my budget that I'm going to talk about, but it's a big part of why I'm able to stay above water. It gives me the peace of mind I need daily to get through the day. I do have my little sheet of paper here. Okay, first of all, I get $1,425 in Social Security. I get a $333 pension. So my total monthly income without YouTube money is $1,758. Then I added up all of my bills and they come to $1,494. So that leaves me with $264 from all of my expenses. And now, because I do get SNAP benefits, that helps a lot. I get $65 a month in that, and that helps me to purchase food that I don't normally get from the food bank. I don't shop, but I receive items from the food bank, and I usually go twice a month. And so that has helped me tremendously. I mean, we have to do things sometimes that, if we were working, we normally wouldn't even think about. I never heard of a food bank when I was working. I heard of it, but I never used a food bank when I was working. And I have things that I do now that have helped me tremendously, such as auto pay, where you get all your bills together and you designate the day that they're due, and you put that in, and and it automatically comes out of your bank account every month, and that has helped me tremendously. I've made sure I've gone through and canceled any unused subscriptions I have, and I don't use Netflix and all that stuff, so no television subscriptions do I have. I don't do any type of mindless spending. Every now and again I might, but that's probably every 6 months, if I do a little mindless spending. I use what I have. If I don't have it, I can't use it. So if I'm making a meal or something and I don't have certain ingredients, I omit them. Simple as that. But I'm not going to stop cooking because I'm missing an onion. I'll use more onion powder. But when you go shopping, make sure you take a grocery list, because that helps so much. I have a running grocery list on the notes in my phone, so whenever I go grocery shopping, I can look at that list that I've created and see if there's anything on there I need. I love the fact that I did that, and that has helped me so much. But one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that you cannot live like everyone else when your income is not like everyone else's. That means you have to say no to unnecessary spending. You have to say no to trying to impress people. No to emotional shopping. You have to say no to keeping up appearances. Say, for instance, you were driving a nice Cadillac or whatever, but you were paying a high note. You may have to downsize from that Cadillac. You may have to downsize your home. And it's no shame in that, because we have to live, and we have to live in peace. We have to live comfortably. And so I've downsized from a home. I have my car, but I don't take care of it. My son does, because he drives it. So that's an expense that I was so happy to get rid of, was not worrying about gas and maintenance on my car. But I mean, I can use it anytime I want. It's not like I gave it to him or anything. He knows better. But he's working 2 jobs now, and I don't mind at all, because when the car is here, all it does is sit in my driveway, because I don't really go anywhere. And when I have the car, it seems like I find my way to these little stores called Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. And I shouldn't be in there. So me not having a car is no problem. Oh boy. Because when you're living off of $2,000 a month, every penny counts. You can't just be running in here spending money for no reason. You have to make sure your rent, your mortgage is covered, your utilities come first. You don't want to be living without water and electricity. Food, you have to make sure you have food in your cupboards or refrigerator. And medications that you may need, that you might have to pay out of pocket for, you have to make sure all that is covered. Those are priorities. Everything else can go around those priorities. And that's why I say, when you're creating your budget, you find out how much money you have coming in every month and how much money you have going out every month. Sometimes that means making hard decisions. That beautiful dress that you saw, that you wanted, you may not be able to get it. And you have to think about it. What do you need it for? Where are you going? Or those tickets you got for a concert that you want to go to, you may have to hold off on that. You know, this is not the time for that. Find a local concert to go to, or something that's free. They have free concerts and stuff in some cities, and things that you can do that way. As far as always dining out, start cooking at home. Do you know how much safer and savings you get from cooking at home? It's life-changing for me. I no longer do fast food. I don't go out to restaurants to eat. And if I do, that's like a great experience to me, because I just really don't go out to eat. I cook everything at home, and I enjoy that so much. It's just become part of who I am now, is cooking at home. I really like it, because as we know, sometimes people with the simplest lives live happier lives, because they feel like they're in control of their life. They don't feel like they're out of control, because they are following the budget that they've made out for their lifestyle. And that's why I have my other channel, Budget Wise Cooking, which is for people who don't have all the fancy ingredients to make that beautiful meal that you've seen on some Hell's Kitchen or something. Sometimes just little simple things that you have left over in your pantry at the end of the month, or things that you've gotten from the food bank that you want to cook. And that's what I do on that channel. A pot of beans, rice, cornbread, chicken. Just simple, inexpensive meals that have a lot of bang for the money, you know. But those are a lot of the things that I do to make it easier for me to live off of less than $2,000 a month. And like I say, this channel is increasing in AdSense, and I'm so thankful for that. And I just want to be able to live a life of peace, gratitude, thankfulness, and it just makes life so much better, and it just keeps me happy. It really does. And baby is over here in the window. And you know, living on a budget does not mean you can go without a pet. I have my baby, which was a stray cat that my neighbor found, and I took her to the Humane Society and got her spayed and her shots for $50. And she's just one of the best parts of my life now. And as you guys want to say, at least Marie does, she's my mascot for this channel. So anyway, you guys, I hope that this video has given you something to think about. And you know, you can live off of $2,000 a month. You just have to do some rearranging. You have to do some planning. You have to get creative. But you can do it. So many people do it. And you don't have to be miserable about it. That's the thing. When you're living a certain type of life, sometimes being around certain people can make you feel a different way. You want to always be happy, but if you're around people who are judgmental or trying to keep up with the Joneses, this type of lifestyle is not for you, because you cannot live your life for someone else. You cannot make up appearances for someone else. You have to live your truth. And I'm living my truth, you know. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a lot of happiness. I have a lot of peace. And I'm very, very grateful for that. So you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.